Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines we got for you this morning. Billionaire investor calls for a U.S. ban on crypto. We got the dark side of the digital revolution. You need to know about it. The SEC facing scrutiny. We'll get into it. Coinbase wins a dismissal over unregistered securities. But what does that mean for XRP, Flares, Songbird? We're going to touch it. And we got this G7 nation and a stable coin, and a word from Stuart Alderati to keep us all on track. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow us on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter for exclusive content. Right now, it's $1.13 trillion market cap for crypto. We're up 4.4%. Right now, Bitcoin, 23,800 plus, 1675 and change for Ethereum. Tether market cap, 67.8 plus is what they're saying. 41 cents for XRP. Right now, we're up 3% on the 24-hour. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't put your name on this email list, trust me when I tell you, this will be a capped event. This is going to be the first ever XRP Army event of a lifetime in Las Vegas. We just signed the contract for the location. You're going to lose your mind. This is going to be incredible. I just locked up 3 more panelists yesterday. This conference is going to be a remarkable day to celebrate the XRP ledger and the ecosystem around it. I couldn't be more excited. If you want a VIP ticket to the event, to be around the panelists, you need to join the Digital Perspectives Mastermind group, and you would be wise to make the investment into yourself because it truly is a mastermind group. Almost 200 people in this group, and it is remarkable the depth of knowledge and skill sets inside of this, let alone the amount of private courses you get, weekly live stream, private access to the Telegram group. It is remarkable. Get that annual subscription, make the investment in yourself, get on that list, click the link underneath the video. Ripple locked up $700 million in escrow, ladies and gentlemen, then moved $500 million XRP together with Binance. Whale alert. We know it's the first of the month. They had the escrow release. There's nothing big to tell other than the volume of XRP being moved around to start the month of February here. Let's keep this going. Charlie Munger. He's never been a fan of crypto, and neither is Warren Buffett. But they're pounding the drum again. Billionaire investor and staunch Bitcoin skeptic. Charlie Munger has gone after crypto again, calling for the U.S. to follow in the footsteps of China and ban crypto. We will keep you up to date what goes on here. Remember, proof of work is really been in the crosshairs. Now, you want to talk about the dark side of a digital revolution. I want you to listen to this guy explain what he's after and what the World Economic Forum is after. And I tell you, he just says it. I guess it's the way he delivers it that makes it even creepier for me. Take a listen for yourself. Shout out to James Melville for this.
We're developing, through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So, individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on.
Yeah, well, let's hope they don't get it together, right? Because the reality is this is why we need, whether it's a digital ID or not, this is why we need separation from government, okay? This is creepy. And the way he explains it, oh, it's for our safety, right? You know, I always make the comment, you know, it's for the children. We're doing it for the children. We're doing it for you, right? It's just, it is creepy. However, more disturbing stuff. Let's see if Congress actually takes action here. Happy birthday to Eleanor Terrett. SEC is set to face more scrutiny from Congress this year as the Financial Committee points out the agency has not been reauthorized since 2015. Reauthorization is the process by which Congress reviews and makes changes to a government agency or program in order to make sure it's running efficiently and accomplishing its stated purpose. That's interesting. It's also necessary to gauge the appropriate amount of government funding it should receive. The SEC received over $2 billion in funding for the fiscal year of 2023, though its authorization lapsed in fiscal year 2015. This means Gary Gensler will have to fight to prove to the Financial Committee that his agency is functioning properly. I tell you, we will see. We have heard that a new day is coming. That's what they're telling us. And we will see if it's all political posturing and whether anything actually gets done to hold Gary Gensler to his failed approach of enforcement or regulation by enforcement. This is Patrick McHenry talking right here, backing up what they're saying here. Take a listen.
Gary Gensler's regulation through enforcement isn't protecting consumers. Americans have lost billions of dollars in digital assets to bad actors on his watch. It's our job as legislators to provide clear rules of the road for this technology, and those clear rules of the road need to protect consumers while allowing innovation to thrive here in the United States. And I think we can achieve that balance. This is why I've created a subcommittee on digital assets, chaired by Congressman Hill.
And we will see what comes of that as well, right? Let's hope that this is progress, although when you watch it, it feels like nothing's happening. But I do believe that at the very least, I'm hopeful, I'm hopeful that we will get stablecoin legislation from Congress, hopefully in 2023. Look right here. Now, this really opens the door here. Breaking: Coinbase wins dismissal of lawsuit over unregistered securities coin. Now, let's take a look at this. It's not long. We're going to need the whole thing. Bear with me. Coinbase won dismissal of the lawsuit by consumers alleging the cryptocurrency exchange facilitated the sale of unregistered securities on its platform. The proposed class action filed in federal court in New York in October 21 seeks damages arising from the sale of or soliciting of 79 digital assets that the consumers say amounted to illegal contracts because the platform is not registered with the Securities Exchange Commission. U.S. District Judge Paul Engelmeyer said here that it didn't make a determination about whether the digital tokens were actually securities, though he said he assumed they were for the purpose of dismissal requests by Coinbase. Had the suit been allowed to proceed, the question of whether they are securities would have been a central battleground, he said. Engelmeyer said that the terms of the Coinbase's user agreement flatly contradict allegations in the lawsuit that the company holds title to the digital assets that are bought and sold on the exchange. The judge also found that the platform didn't actively solicit investments. The suit alleges that Coinbase promoted the sale of the tokens, providing users with descriptions and their purported value as by participating in promotions, giving new updates about cryptocurrency prices, movements, and links to their web stories. It says here that the judge said that those activities are of a piece with the marketing efforts, materials, and services the court have determined are not active solicitation. So there you have that. Now that opens the door, ladies and gentlemen, to this understanding. Coinbase shared here, the library shared here, Coinbase should relist XRP. Under the SEC versus library standard, XRP sold by secondary holders is not a security. Great point. Judges acknowledge secondary market sales in the library case are not securities in transcript. Why not relist XRP, Brian Armstrong, Coinbase? Heck, for that matter, why not give Flare tokens and Songbird tokens to the XRP holders? Asking for thousands of my friends. And shout out to Brother Rob for that too. We talked about this offline or behind the scenes here. Add to that point, Fred Rispoli, who is actually taking action to get Coinbase to release the Flare and Songbird. Shout out to him. We need to get him on the show here. The judge again said that secondary sales are not securities. So why are we not giving the Flare and Songbird to the XRP holders? And why are we not relisting XRP? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It just leaves more questions than answers. Meanwhile, I reported this yesterday. and you're about to see more news in just 1 second here. The UK has made it very clear that they're going to be a crypto hub. They set out plans to regulate the crypto industry, and this came in late yesterday. Brits can now withdraw physical cash for a digital pound, British pound stablecoin, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, they can. And they can do it at 18,000 ATMs. Very quickly, if we go through this, it is a partnership between Pound Token and Bitcoin Point, which is really tied into the Lightning Network. The Bitcoin Lightning Network, right? So we understand that the move marks another step, listen to this, towards the UK becoming a crypto hub and is in line with the government's push to use stablecoins for wholesale settlement. So this is not just about Bitcoin Point and the Lightning Network doing a stablecoin without approval. This is with approval. And not only is it across 18,000 ATMs for retailers and consumers to use, but it is also with the government's push to use stablecoins for wholesale settlements. Goes on to say, which it states is fully backed in pounds all the time. It says here, and the monthly attestations provided by auditor KPMG. They seem to be doing it the right way, ladies and gentlemen. And that is interesting. Again, I say here, there's a wrap on this thing, and we got one more thing. We're going to hear from Stuart Alderati right now to keep us all on track, because it's February 2nd. And I say, and just like that, digital pound stablecoin is born. See how easy and quick that was? That's a G7 nation we're talking about. This isn't just about the 18,000 ATMs and whether it's on the Lightning Network or not. This is about the more deeper approach that's getting ready to take place with the UK government and the incorporation of stablecoins for wholesale settlement. Come on in. And here's Stuart Alderati from his time a few months ago when the summary judgments were put in. And I think he's going to keep us all on track here and give us a reminder of exactly where we are in this case and what it truly was about for SEC and Ripple XRP.
We think this is the beginning of the end of the case in terms of how the case is going to unfold. Just to level set really briefly, what this case is about is whether or not an offer or sale of a digital asset is a special type of security known as an investment contract. There are no allegations of fraud in this case. There are no allegations of misrepresentation. There are no allegations of market manipulation. It really is a technical issue, and whether or not the offer and sale of a digital asset needs to be registered as a security. So we believe that unless there is a contract for an investment, there's no case, and actually there's no authority for the SEC to even weigh in. But if you get to the Howey case, and I think most of your viewers know what that is, we believe that they don't satisfy any of the prongs of the Howey case.
And there you have that, and I don't think they do either, but we shall see. We're getting closer, ladies and gentlemen. Tick tock goes the clock. We shall see. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. It's just my digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.